So what's going on, guys? The truck guy wanted to get back to you today with another review, and this time I wanted to review another mousetrap. I've just reviewed a few on my channel, so if you're dealing with a mouse problem or just like mousetraps, feel free to check out a few of those earlier videos. And I did do the traditional Tomcat mousetrap, so check that one out. But today I wanted to do the original Victor mousetrap. So this is the Victor traditional original mousetrap, and I picked up 4 of these for $1.97 at Home Depot. So they're super cheap, guys. Really nothing special at all with these mousetraps. Everyone's seen them before. We all know how they work, but honestly, a lot of folks have not set them, so we're going to show you how to set them up, and I'm going to give you a quick review about my thoughts. So originally out of the box, I really was not that impressed with what I saw from Victor compared to Tomcat. These Victor traps are just really basic, so even substantially more basic than the Tomcat. And honestly, guys, these were not that much cheaper than the Tomcat ones. A little bit cheaper, but not much. So I'm going to show you how to set it, and then we'll talk about some of the differences between this and some of the little bit more upgraded traps here. But one of kind of the interesting things with the Victor trap is it's got a safety on the pin that you need to take off ahead of time. So you may be a little confused thinking, you know, what the heck, the pin's not moving here, but you just need to grab a pliers, and I'll use my big pliers for this job because it's the only one I've got down here. So now you've got your pin released, and what you do with the Victor trap is you pull back the U-shaped bar, and again, guys, always do this away from you, so if it does snap back, it's going away from your thumb and your fingers. And then you take the pin and you set it inside the trigger. And I'm not a big fan of the parts in these Victor traps. They just do not feel the best. Let's just put it that way. But now you've got your pin inside the U-shaped bar. So we'll set that one aside. And what you're going to want to do, guys, is you're going to want to put your attractant gel, your peanut butter, anything like that on the trigger, which is, if you guys can see that, it's the little brass piece that's sticking up there. That's where you want to bait your trap. And then, as you guys know, a mouse is going to come along, hit that trigger, and that's where they're going to be. But if you guys could see that, I actually had to hit that trigger with some decent force. So really, I'm not that impressed with the Victor traps. Again, guys, they're just very cheap, and there's really nothing to them. So they're probably going to get the job done for you, but you know, it's really not something I'd recommend because it's kind of a finicky setup, and you know, you're just not really getting much for your money. What I would recommend if you like the traditional wooden mouse traps is something like the Tomcat. As you guys can see, it's a bit more updated design. You've got the U-shaped bar, but then you've also got a much more substantial trigger here. It's going to be easier to set, and you know, more area to bait, more area for the mouse to step on. So this would be my recommendation over the Victor. And if you guys still like the more traditional style, but you don't like the wooden traps, then you should definitely take a look at the press and set, because it's going to function in almost the exact same way, but you're just going to press this button back, and then your mousetrap is set, and you've got your trigger up here in front. Mouse comes along, you're going to get some great action with this particular trap. So those are kind of 3 traditional mouse traps. I wanted to review the Victor mousetrap today, but guys, I would not recommend this. It's very cheap, but it's not going to provide you the type of functionality that you want. If you're going to go wooden, go with Tomcat. But really at the end of the day, I would say spend the extra $3 and go with the press and set. You're going to be a lot happier. You're going to get set up a lot quicker. Alright guys, so that's my review of the Victor mousetrap. You know, please hit me up with a like or subscribe if you can, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.